it has been months, and finally, we return. 1:25 Eastern Standard Time, live, broadcasting live from the villas at Western Islands. We welcome you to 105.3's edition of The Fan. Two guys, one couch. Mark Terosian here, Andrew Pardoff there, and we are back. It's been a long wait, and it's like we're just coming out of our mother's wombs once again. As we know, 35,000 live watching us here and listening to us as well on XM number 25 alongside Andrew Pardoff. What's going on, baby? How you doing?
I'm excellent, Mark. How are you doing tonight?
I mean, it is a great night to be back on this couch, and it's been months, and it's great to see your face reunited once again to talk a little sports, talk a little other stuff with you tonight. We have a big show, big guests lined up, and once again, we just like to thank 105.3 The Fan for picking us up. It's been long contract negotiations, sort of holding out and everything, but we found a great home. We're in a brand new villa complex up here, and we're just bringing it to you live.
It's great to be back. It's great to be back, everyone. The hiatus is over. The moment you've all been waiting for Two Guys, One Couch to be back on the air, has finally arrived. Don't get too excited, as we do have a few segments that we're going to be putting up tonight, so try and make it through every single one of them. We have a lot to talk about since we last talked. The NCAA tournament is currently going on, down to halfway to the Final Four.
Yes, sir.
The Red Wings are playing top-notch hockey, moving into the sixth spot tonight with a shootout win over the Nashville Predators. The Lions interested in Pac-Man Jones. Big news. Tigers opening day inches closer and closer. I believe that's Monday, April 5th. So we're getting there. Got a lot of things to talk about. What else? The Pistons keep losing.
John Wall.
I can only hope. That's all I can hope for.
And on top of other things, a couple other websites that you and your friends should check out, courtesy of me. We'll have the hookups with those later. Try to get you a couple free passwords. We'll be talking with Gus Johnson, Vince McMahon, Ric Flair, Bob Uecker, who just got inducted to the Hall of Fame. We'll be talking a little WrestleMania predictions. Is that tomorrow? That's one of my favorite topics. And we'll close out the show by what we're burning on, things that have been pissing us off as of late. So what would you like to dig into first?
First. Might as well talk about the Pistons first and just get them out of the way, because there's really no point in spending too much time on them.
Detroit Pistons really don't have the record even up right now. Could care less. Could tell you they're probably about 15 games under 500. Not going to make the playoffs. And the one thing you got to wonder is John Kuester on his way out. Let's hope so.
John Kuester is definitely on his way out.
Because, I mean, they get rid of all, Carlisle, Saunders, Curry, and now you got this guy that's...
You can't count Michael Curry either.
You still got this guy that's a version of John Kuester. I mean, look at this guy. Can you take this guy seriously? So, it is what it is. They're in the bottom of the cellar in the Central Division.
Can you be in the bottom of the cellar?
Yes, you can.
Can you be in the top of the cellar?
You can be the worst part of the cellar, and the only exciting part is when Stuck ate a seizure and he didn't die, so... I mean, that wasn't cool. So
yeah, I don't know if exciting would be the words I'd use to describe.
It'd be pretty excited. For our one fan out there, the we won't go into names, but we know that she's watching us right now. And, from what I heard, Stucky's he's pretty well endowed.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right,
awesome.
My bad.
That's really awesome. I really don't know.
It's all good.
To say to that.
But I'm just happy to be back, man. Happy to be back on the couch. It's been way too long. Too many things have happened. Great coverage. We haven't even talked about the Super Bowl, but we figured out the Saints won. Even more importantly,
the Saints won?
Yes. Even more importantly, Reggie Bush and Kim Kardashian broke up. So
after he told her that he would propose to her if they won the Super Bowl.
Way to go, Reg. Way to keep classy. The U.S. almost took home the gold. That was pretty exciting. Couldn't cover it up though. Sid the Kid got the best of us. Other sporting news, the Tigers in spring training. Let me tell you about this guy, Corey Casco, folks. First base, third base, corner infielder. He's going to come up. He's going to get called up. He's going to hit about 352 this year. Write it down. So if you're doing your fantasy baseball team, I'd pick him up in probably the 8th or 9th round because this guy's going to be a big-time player. And
I'd say over/under this guy. I don't even think that's his real name. I think it's Corey Casto or something like that. I saw him take 2 at-bats in one spring training game, and I think he lined out and struck out. So Over under on number of hits, regardless of at bats this year for Corey Casto is 7. So anything more than 7 is a plus for this guy. Hopefully he doesn't get enough chances with the Tigers to amass 7 hits this season. Hopefully we're never in that bad of a place where we can't bring up Corey. What's his name? Big Red?
Chris Sheldon.
I'm thinking of Corey Casto. I'm just getting way too into this. that Gus Johnson, he's loving this. But yeah, the Tigers looking pretty good. Still got to figure out that starting rotation. Have no idea what's going on. Did I hear the Tigers cut Dontrelle Willis?
Nah, he pitched yesterday, so I don't think so.
They probably saw him pitch yesterday and they cut him right after. Maybe in the 4th inning when they pulled him, they probably cut him then. We can only hope they cut him, but...
Yeah, so everything else been good with you? I really don't think the fans are watching tonight to hear about sports. They could turn on ESPN. They came to see the big tickets in town. The newly signed 105.3. We'd also like to thank our sponsors out there tonight. Mike Cox, the Ford dealership in Mount Pleasant, alongside with Wildman, Cowboy Bill, glow-in-the-dark condoms, and my main man, Jim Markham, who might be joining us later in his meat factory, newly inducted in the Backyard Baseball Hall of Fame. And that's another thing that we're going to get on once we come back from commercial break. We might bust into a little Hall of Fame induction ceremony, me and you, former members. But now we're going to bring in the newly invited members, Trevor Peterson, Spencer Peterson, Jim Markham, Phil Gehringer, and my man, Big Deuce Jeff Dulac, who's also a sports editor over at the Oakland Press and the Spinal Column. He might be joining us too. Might talk a little Final Four basketball with us. Huge show tonight, folks.
I can only hope none.
So all I'm going to tell you right now: get something to eat. Get out the Jergens lotion. Get out your right hand. Get it on your unit.
All right, that's enough. I don't know. He hasn't been on the air in about 4 months, and he's already making late night alone time references. So God only knows what we're going to hear in the next half hour, 40 minutes or so. We'll get Mark some Ritalin and chill him out. So I don't know what he's doing. He's I think he saw a mouse on the ground or something. He's getting all excited. So stop whispering. They can hear you.
What up?
Just hanging out. So we're gonna get back into it, and we'll be right back.